Dollar sign, dollar sign, dollar sign, dollar sign, dollar sign, dollar sign. I bought them bottles on bottles. I fuck them all on the model. I said them out of a mind. I got them rise on rise. Campaign, 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 campaign. Check out my campaign, 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 campaign.
What's good, family, man? Welcome back to Wild on Marcus. You already know what time it is, and the only way you don't is because you're brand new, okay? Now, I messed that up. Yeah, well, it happens sometimes. Welcome back to the channel, though, man. You already know what time it is. It's been entirely too long since I kicked it with y'all. The only way you don't know that is because you're new to the channel, and if you are, take a few seconds out, smack the sub button, and hit the bell, man. Do just like I said, man. Pull out a hammer, smack the sub button, and hit the bell, man. Keep up with the channel, man. You don't want to miss out on us, man. Real cool family, and the coolest family growing. That's right, man. You just wasn't knowing it. I'm glad that you're here. Real talk. Let me give you the official welcome to the family. I really mean that. Now, to my day ones and my brand new ones who coming along, man. How the family doing, man? Y'all doing good? I hope everybody having a fascinating day or had a wonderful day already, depending on what side of the world you on. You already know what time it is from your boy. Nothing but much love. I can't talk to y'all too much because some of y'all be getting a little pissed off. You're at the wrong place, man. I love talking to the family, man. I don't get to see y'all but so much. So when I do, I like to talk to y'all. What's wrong with that, okay? Before we get into this comedy. Now, what I got for y'all today. I don't have no idea who this guy is, Tom Papa. That is no disrespect to you, Mr. Papa, if that's your real name. I just don't know who you are, man, mostly because I work all of the time. Hopefully the family will keep growing and they can have me doing less work. That would be great. That would be tremendous. I love you guys, man. Let's keep doing it. But yeah, man, this is Tom Papa, the Deer Hunter. This is not happening. The Uncensored Loungeman, you're going to love this. Why? Because I love This Is Not Happening. Everything I've watched from these guys have just been fabulous. Especially my Uncle Joey, man. You ain't seen Uncle Joey and his fascinating storytelling, then check it out, man. It's in my video section. Go check it out when you get a chance now. Without further ado, let's get into the videos. See what Mr. Papa got for us. That's a name right there, Papa. Papa.
You know when this podcast come to Papa, please give it up for Mr. Tom Papa, everybody.
This is a story about why you shouldn't smoke pot when you're 10 years old. I was 10 years old, and I come from a large Italian family, and I'm one of 21 grandchildren. And when I was 10, we started having weddings because the older kids were older and starting to get married. So we started to go to these weddings, which when you're 10 is a pretty kick-ass party. Up to that point, you're going to birthday parties and you're just eating cake and you're pinning a tail on a donkey. And once you realize everyone cheats anyway, the luster comes off and you're like, it's time to move on. But you've got a ways to go before some really good parties come. And then the weddings started kicking in. We're like, this is good. We're seeing grown-ups like wasted. And people are falling over. And we're seeing girls we never saw before. These are good. And we noticed that the older kids who we wanted to hang out with desperately would all sneak out of the wedding with Uncle Al. At some point in the wedding, they just kind of sneak
learning right now, I'm just saying.
Sneak away, and we never got asked, and we were bummed out because Uncle Al, his nickname was Uncle Al, all the kids' pal. And when you're 10, you think it's just because he's fun to be with. But the older kids were like, no, he's really your pal. And we're like, all right, well, we want to go. Like, how do we, no one's asking us to go. What are they doing? So this wedding came, and we were like, all right, we got to up our game. So we wore our little 10-year-old businessman suits, me and my cousin Kenny, and we had our little Shirley Temples, and we're leaning against the bar. We had combs in our pockets. We were working it and pulling it off. Totally.
We were working it.
Just Shirley Temple in your hand when you're 10, using the straw. And our cousins, the two older cousins we really admired, were looking at us and they started laughing. And we're like, oh, maybe it's not gonna happen. But then they approached and they're like, hey, you wanna go outside and see Uncle Al? We're like, yeah, we do. They're like, yeah, what do we do? They're like, just go out front and we'll meet you out there and we'll take you over and we'll go see Uncle Al. We're like, all right, cool. And they split and we start walking and then my aunt comes up and she's like, where are you two going? And we just straighten our little ties. We're like, nowhere. She's like, stay away from your Uncle Al.
Yo, it's bad when your family tell you stay away from Uncle, man.
He'll ruin your life. And we're like, now we really want to go. So we walk outside and they take us to a car and Uncle Al is sitting in the car and they get in the car and they don't let us in the car. They roll down the windows and we lean in, their little ties hanging down, and they put the window up to like catch us like we're just stuck in the car. And Uncle Al has weed out on his lap on a magazine. I mean, I'm a man now. I am not 10. I am a man. I have seen weed. I went to college.
He said, I went to college. Like, that's where everybody get their education about weed at, bro.
used to see Dead shows.
On a first-hand basis.
I've seen weed. I'm a man. But to this day, I never saw one person have a bud that was so big as what Uncle Al had on his lap at his niece's wedding. And we didn't even know it was weed. He just started breaking it up. We thought they were just gonna like smoke a cigarette. We didn't know that was badass enough if you were to just smoke anything. So he rolls it up and they start smoking it, and then we're stuck in the window. They just start blowing it in our faces like we're a pet. If you ever get a pet high and you just blow it in their face and kind of, we were the pets in our little suits and they just blowing it on us. And we don't know we're getting high. We're just trying to be cool and like, okay, I guess this is what you do with Uncle Al. And they're done, they roll down the window and we kind of fall out and they come out, and I remember it was windy and Uncle Al's bald except for the side hair, and the wind is blowing and his hair's all out like this, and he just starts going, look at me, I'm Bozo the Clown, I'm Bozo. He just starts dancing around and we're like, this is why everyone loves Uncle Al, he's a clown. He's amazing. So like, all right, well, you guys can't walk in with us. You guys got to go around the back. Be cool. We're like, all right, we'll be cool. And they walk in, and we walk around the back. And as soon as we walk around the back, we're lost because we're high and we're 10.
Yo, hold on, bro. You only can share that if you've experienced that. Not that I have. I'm just saying. You know what I mean.
We don't even remember there's a wedding we have to get back to. We're just wandering in our little businessman attire. And we come around the back, there's like a golf course there, and there's these little woods, like little woods in New Jersey, probably 3 trees, but woods. And there's a deer. There's a deer just sitting there eating the grass. And if you've ever been high in nature, you feel, for some reason, like you're one with nature. It speaks to you, whatever it is, a rock or an animal, and this deer just kind of looked at us, and we looked at the deer, and then we looked at each other, and made the decision of what 2 10-year-old kids in Jersey would decide, which is, we've got to catch it. Now, if you're a man and you're in your business attire, you don't just run into the woods. Even if it was something great. If it was a bag of money, you're like, let's change, and then we'll go back and run into the woods. But when you're 10, you just...
He said, yo, you just a bag of money. You like, hey, look at this shit. Not this business, man. I'll buy another suit, you know what I'm talking about?
Start running in your businessman suit. And the deer took off and went into the woods, and we're in the woods, and we're laughing. Now we're starting, this is the first time ever. 10? First of all, everything's funny when you're 10. Then get Uncle Al's crazy weed on top. And now you're chasing a deer in the jungle. We're just laughing our asses off. We go running in there, the deer's like running, and I turned to my cousin, I'm like, Kenny, at what point, like, if we catch it, what do we do with it? And he just looks at me like crazy, like in his crazy eyes, he goes, we're gonna eat it.
Hey, yo, shout out to Cousin Kenny, bro.
That's a disturbing thing to hear your cousin say. So we don't have tools, we don't have cooking, we have nothing, no weapons. His ideas...
Al got some crazy munchy effects going, the outdoor effects, bro. If it make you want to eat a deer raw, bro.
We're just gonna start biting it like another animal. But I couldn't even focus on that because I look over at the deer. The deer, it's like a New Jersey deer that just heard what we were saying. And he's stopped now and looking at us like, what did you say? You gonna eat me? And he takes a step towards us. We're like laughing. We take a step back. Then he takes 2 steps towards us. We take 2 more steps back. And all of a sudden, there's like that moment where you know you're under attack. And we just start, where we're laughing. Remember when you were a kid, you would be so filled with joy sometimes, with laughter, that your legs physically don't work. That doesn't happen as an adult. You never laugh so hard that you can't even. So picture 2 little lawyers. Just.
Hold on, let's picture that for a second.
So he's picking up speed. We gotta get out of here. And I'm starting to get a little further than Kenny, and then I hear Kenny let out a scream, like a high, like there's a reason they put 10-year-old boys in the choir. Because they can hit a volume and a pitch that only angels can hit. It's higher than girls. It's so much higher than I can even do it. In the woods, and I hear that scream. It's fear, and it's just like death and angelic.
It's just like death.
And I'm laughing, and I turn back, and I'm not kidding. The deer is up on its back legs, like a man. It is chasing us like a man.
Uncle Al, there has some good shit going on in that car, bro.
I come in with my scream. Our suits are little businessman suits, and this thing is just coming at us. You're not eating me. We just gotta get out of the woods. We just gotta get the hell out of the woods. And we kind of make our way. It's like he could have like attacked us, but in his head, like if I could read a deer's mind, which when I was that high, I kind of did. He was like, I'm just gonna scare these little guys. These are the smallest businessmen I've ever seen. I don't even know why they're in the woods, but I'm just gonna do the back leg thing and get them out of here. We make our way out of the woods, we're crawling, we're mud covered, we're crying. We're not laughing anymore, we're crying. We're lost. And we see up, there's the windows of the party, of the wedding. And we come up and we're just like so out of, we're like, we are wrecked. I don't know what, I don't know I'm high, but I know this is a weird day. This is a day I'm gonna remember. I don't know what they blew in our faces, but I don't want to be at a wedding. I don't want to be a businessman. I don't want to hunt deer with my face. We see Uncle Al, he's in there in the middle of all the parents, and he's telling some animated story, and they're all looking really pissed off, and he's laughing with his bozo hair. We're like, we gotta sit down and catch our breath. And we sit on these lounge chairs. We're just like, we are wrecked. And all of a sudden my aunt, the same aunt comes. I remember the sky was blue, and then we're just finally chilling out. It was just peaceful for a minute. And then her face just came in the middle of that scene. And went, what did I tell you? Your uncle's in there ruining your life. And we never got high again until we were 11. Thank you guys so much.
Wow. Yo, shout out to Uncle Al, man. Uncle Al a wild boy, man. I hope Uncle Al doing all right, man. Shout out to Tom Papa. That was pretty funny, man, the deer hunter. And shout out to you, my subby, for suggesting it. And you for watching and supporting the channel, man. I really appreciate you. I hope you just smacked that sub button and hit that bell and made yourself a part of the family. That's what I hope you did. But if you didn't, continue watching, man. I'm sure we'll get you in here, well, one way or another, sooner or later. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, we're going to do that. But you already know, man. I like the video. If you did, make sure you thumb that joint up, man. Pass it along, man, and put a funny in somebody's life, because I know you know somebody who need a laugh right now. It's a pretty rough world out there. But anyway, hopefully you can help. Little small ways. The little small things help. They do. They count. They count. But anyway, worst part of the video, man. Part where I got to go to get some more. I got more subscriber content to get into. You already know I can't wait to get into it for y'all, family. I'll see y'all soon. Make sure y'all leave me something in the comments. I love you guys, man. Latest. Boy, boy.
Niggas hating on the kid, I guess it's cause I'm vicious. Rolling up in something new and taking all the bitches. How you get your car that tone, that shit is so prestigious. I would compliment your shit, but I would really mean it. Niggas hating on the kid, I guess it's cause I'm vicious.